Hey, thank you for taking the time to click on today's video. Have you ever had the situation where maybe you had bought an insurance product from an agent and then that agent retired, or that agent died, or that agent just simply fell off the face of the earth and now you can't find them? In my 2.5 decades of being a fiduciary, I deal with countless numbers of individuals where they can no longer find their attorney, they can no longer find their insurance agent, they can no longer find their financial advisor, and this becomes a problem, and it's a little bit worrisome to you because obviously this is a financial product that you have purchased, you have paid for, potentially for decades, and now you're wondering what's going to happen when you need service. More importantly, what's going to happen when you pass away. Just recently, I had a client who lost his wife, and there was a life insurance policy that had been taking and drafting premium for, well, really about the last 50 years. And he had been paying this premium, and of course, over the course of time, insurance companies merge with other insurance companies and so on and so forth. And so he didn't even know the insurance company that this policy was with. And so today I thought I would do a little bit of a PSA to help you if you're in a position where potentially your agent has died or your agent has passed away. What do you do in those set of circumstances so that you can get the service that you deserve? And more importantly, be rest assured that if things were to happen as they always do, where people pass away or changes need to be made, that you know you'll be taken care of. Now, I'm giving you a little bit of a drawing on the board, so no nasty comments about my lack of artistic abilities. But what I do want to suggest to you is that you have a number of different options. First and foremost, assuming that your insurance company today is still the insurance company that you purchased from many, many years ago when you purchased the life insurance policy, that life insurance policy is likely going to have some sort of a telephone number on that contract that you can call, and that's going to connect you, the consumer, the client, directly with the insurance company. Now, when we have insurance agents come, they go, they get into the business, they switch companies, they have personal lives and situations that require them to take a bit of a breather, maybe they retire entirely. But insurance companies are going to obviously have the agent that sold the contract to you, and they're also going to have multiple other agents. And so the question becomes, when a person has lost their insurance agent, what are their options? Well, option number one is that you can always contact the insurance company and you can be serviced directly by the insurance company itself. Now, is that an option? Yes, it is. Is it a great option? My experience has taught me definitely not. It can be an okay experience if the company has a great deal of interest in high quality. But oftentimes insurance companies are relying upon the actual agents that are affiliated with them to provide the good service to the client. And so I generally will recommend to clients that if they have lost their insurance agent, they can always go ahead and contact the insurance company directly and then ask to be assigned to that of another insurance agent. Now, this happens to us all of the time. Insurance companies will call us, and maybe there's an older client who had an agent who is retired or passed away, and that insurance agent, or that insurance company rather, will call us and ask us if we would be willing to be the servicing advisor or the servicing agent for that client. Of course, relationship and the quality of the relationship really depends upon two individuals, and so I will always interview that person, make certain that I understand their background, their situation, what they're looking for service, and make certain that we're philosophically aligned because I want happy clients. But you can always ask to be assigned to another insurance agent. Now, there is a bit of a dynamic here that I want you to be aware of. Insurance companies come in really two different forms. They either come in the form of independent insurance companies that basically will have independent agents. Those agents are not affiliated with one particular company. They are autonomous. They can go and they can have multiple different contracts between multiple different insurance companies. And even if there is an agent that you're aware of that you really like, and he is not actually tied to the insurance company that you have your contract with, it is a possibility, if he's truly independent and he's a nice guy or nice gal, that he would be willing to contract with that insurance company so as to be able to be your servicing provider. The second kind of insurance company that exists in the world today is what is referred to as a captive agent company. These are companies that are going to be more fraternal. They're going to be like Farm Bureau, State Farm, Allstate, things like this. These are companies that are going to, for the most part, when you work for them only. You sell just their products. You do not sell products outside of that company. And so as a result, you need to determine what your insurance company is. Is it an independent insurance agent? Is it a captive agent company? If it's a captive agent company, generally they're going to have a list of names that are in your local area or close to you relatively that you can get to. Now, what happens if you happen to be one of those individuals where you simply cannot find any resource? In other words, you've called the telephone company or the telephone number on the contract and it says this number has been reached in error or it sounds disconnected. Well, this is where we have to look at the insurance commissioner. Every state in the United States has an insurance commissioner, and that insurance commissioner is required to do basically three things. Number one, they are going to provide oversight to all of the insurance companies that conduct business in the state in which you live, or the state in which you lived when you bought the insurance contract. Number two, they are here to provide insurance company, insurance contract protection, not only to you, but also to the insurance company. And as a result, they're also going to provide advocacy to you. And what this basically means is that every insurance company, no matter if that insurance company has merged or it's been bought and sold by three other insurance companies, that insurance commissioner knows that chain and they know exactly where that insurance company went, who they merged with, who they got bought by. And so by basically calling the insurance commissioner, explaining to them the original company that you had, they will then be able to track down the insurance company that your contract is now owned by, and they will provide you the information necessary to contact that insurance company. So remember, if you have an insurance contract in which you do not have an agent, or your agent has passed away, or they've retired, you can be serviced directly by the insurance company, although I don't believe that that's the best quality service. You can always ask for another agent to be assigned to you. That agent may be an independent agent. That agent may be a captive agent company. You can always contact another independent agent, which most agents, if they are independent, they like to advertise that, saying, I'm independent, I'm not affiliated with any one company. And you can call them and say, hey, is there any way that you can help me with the servicing of my policy? Now, be aware, you may be thinking in the back of your mind, they're immediately going to just jump on you. They're going to try to sell you something. Granted, there is agents that would maybe attempt to do that. But by and large, I think agents try to do the very best to help as many people as they can. And if all else fails and you just simply don't have any resource in order to be able to find the company that you're with and contact somebody in the case of an emergency or in the case of a death and you need to make a death claim, or you just simply want to change your beneficiaries and you need a little service work, remember that you can always contact the insurance commissioner in the state in which you live or the state in which you bought that insurance contract, and they will be able to provide you a reference to the company that you are with, and they'll be able to provide you all of that contact information. I hope you found this little short video to be helpful. Hopefully you don't find yourself in this situation and you have an insurance agent that's going to outlive you. That's always the hope. Or someone that has a succession plan, which is extremely important when we're serving the public. But if you like this little video, give us a thumbs up. Push that little subscribe button, hit that bell. We'll remind you every week when we have a new video. Don't forget to comment, subscribe, and also share this with your friends. Maybe your friends are in this situation and they just haven't told you about it, and this information would be helpful to them. Thank you so much for watching, and remember, it's up to you to make today a great day.